All right, I don't know who this message is for, but it's an important message that I really wish I would have learned earlier. If there is one quote unquote, not even regret, but something that I wish I would have started earlier, that was reading and really studying my mindset. Like, you hear about mindset and people just talk about it, right? You got to have the right mindset, but it's kind of like, what does that even mean, right? And I want to just share with you a quick breakdown of something that maybe you haven't been aware of and maybe you don't notice. And when you become aware of it, which is one thing I love, like I love reading books about the brain, about the mind. A lot of my friends that personally know me, they know this. Like I like, I get the jokes like, hey, the motivation guy, but I really love this stuff because I think some of the best work you can do is really learning and studying yourself, right? So something I want to share with you is, if you've never heard of it before, it's obviously your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions, right? So let me break this down for you. Your thinking really dictates so much because the way you think determines how you feel, and the way you feel determines what you do. And that deserves a pause, because if you really think about that, right? So let's say you are in a situation you don't like, right? Like maybe you're unhappy with your work, maybe you're unhappy with just the position you're in. That could be anything. Just pick an area in your life where you're unhappy with, right? And I want you to realize, like, just take an area that you're unhappy with and think about how you think about that situation. What are your thoughts about that situation? What are you telling yourself all the time? This works as a perfect example, even with like YouTube, right? It's like you could be thinking really negative, bad thoughts about your YouTube channel growing or work or whatever it may be. And when you think those thoughts, you're going to feel a certain way. I find it hard. You're not going to be thinking really negative and really down about something and then you feel amazing, right? It doesn't work that way. And when you're in that state of feeling down, worried, scared, you're going to start doing actions based on that state that you're in. So if you are feeling worried and scared, your actions will therefore come from a scared place that you were in. And that's oftentimes where you get like that self-fulfilling prophecy, right? It's like, I think everybody's staring at me, right? That's what I think. And so now I go out and I start behaving like everybody's staring at me. I start acting awkward. I start being maybe a little bit, weird. And then everyone starts staring at me. And then bam, it's confirmed. Everyone stares at me. And that's kind of how it goes in a loop, right? And I had this a long time ago. It's like, I don't think this video is going to do good, right? Which makes me feel like I don't think this video is going to do good. And when I do the video, I have that energy and feeling that this video is not going to do good. And then because that's exactly how I'm doing it from a feeling of not feeling good. I do the video, right? The video doesn't do good. And then I get that, you get that self-fulfilling prophecy, right? So your thoughts are so important. Again, I don't know who this message is for, but when you start becoming aware of your thoughts and how they make you feel and the actions that lead to it, then you start to really zoom out and kind of look at your results, right? In every area of your life. And I want to share that because it's so important. And I don't think I've actually covered a video on that, at least talking about it. I could dive into this all day long, but that's my message for today. Just be aware of your thoughts. And oftentimes the biggest takeaway I want you to hear is this. Oftentimes it's not what you do, it's how you do it, right? Like if you were to bake a cake and you were thinking and feeling really bad and negative, maybe that cake doesn't turn out so great. Let's say you're bored, you don't feel like doing it, you make the cake, maybe it turns out okay, but it's not delicious. Now imagine you make the same exact cake, but you're feeling incredible. You're like, this is gonna be the best cake ever. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling pumped. And you make that cake with that energy. Which cake do you think is going to turn out better? And oftentimes, that's just cake I'm talking about, but we can do this with work. Like if you're stressed, unhappy with work, you have those thoughts, you feel bad, you go to work, you perform bad. It's like you get in this loop, right? So next time you have a situation that you're unhappy with, start thinking about how you think about that situation and see if you can change it into a more positive outlook. And I promise you, you'll start to see the changes happen. Again, this isn't overnight because oftentimes we think the same thoughts, right? So if we think, over 60,000 thoughts a day, a lot of that stuff is the same every day. Then imagine like the feelings we get from those thoughts if they're not good, and the actions that we're taking that is not good. So there's my message for today. I really hope this has maybe brought some awareness to you that if there is an area in your life that you're unhappy with, you can change it because you can change your thinking. So thank you so much. If you found this helpful, again, you can leave a like, subscribe. I kind of just cut the camera on and talk about things that I find to be quite helpful. And I want to share that with you. And whether that leaves you with a positive message, positive outlook on things, or maybe changes your awareness on things, really makes my day. So these videos are for you. And it's my way of just sharing this stuff that I found that has helped me out in life. So thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one.